What if I told you that one man failed 10,000 times, but never gave up? He was laughed at, rejected, called a fool, but instead of quitting, he kept going until he changed the world forever. This is the story of Thomas Edison, the man who turned failure into one of the greatest inventions of all time. Thomas had always been fascinated by light. As a young boy, he would sit by candlelight, wondering if there was a way to create something brighter, something that wouldn't burn out so quickly. His curiosity grew into a dream, to invent a long-lasting electric light bulb. But dreams, as we all know, don't come true overnight. He started experimenting, testing different materials, adjusting his designs and trying new approaches. But time after time he failed. One attempt, two attempts, 100 attempts. Each failure brought frustration, yet Thomas refused to stop. He would spend nights in his workshop, surrounded by broken glass, burnt-out wires, and mountains of failed prototypes. The people around him began to lose faith. His investors pulled out, thinking he was wasting time and money. His friends whispered behind his back, calling him foolish. Even the newspapers mocked him, writing headlines like, "Edison's dream is impossible." They laughed at his failures, but Thomas didn't let their words break him. One day, a journalist trying to make a joke at his expense asked, "Mr. Edison, you have failed over 1,000 times. Don't you think it's time to quit?" But Thomas simply smiled and replied, "I have not failed 1,000 times. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." His words carried a powerful truth. Every failure was a lesson, every setback a stepping stone. So he kept going, experiment after experiment, month after month, year after year. While others would have given up after a dozen failures, Thomas refused to quit. His determination was unshakable. He believed that every failure was bringing him closer to success. Then, after 10,000 failed attempts, something incredible happened. He made one final adjustment, connected the last piece, and flipped the switch. For a moment, there was nothing. Then suddenly, a warm, golden light filled the room. The bulb glowed, steady and strong. It didn't flicker. It didn't burn out. It stayed lit, proving that his invention finally worked. Thomas Edison had invented the electric light bulb. That one moment changed the world forever. Cities were no longer limited to daylight. People could now work, read, and live their lives even after the sun had set. Streets were illuminated, factories ran late into the night, and the way we lived was transformed, all because one man refused to give up. The next time you fail, the next time people doubt you, the next time the world laughs at your dreams, remember Thomas Edison. Remember that failure is not the end, but a step towards success. Each mistake, each setback, each rejection is just another lesson, another stepping stone. Success doesn't come to those who quit. It comes to those who refuse to stop. So keep going. Keep trying. Your breakthrough might be just one more attempt away. Great things take time. Stay persistent, stay hungry, and one day the world will see your light.